how to get from this to this perfect soy candle. Also, I'll show you my #1 tip that will have a perfect finish every time I make soy candles. Stick around and I'll show you how. Here we have our scent that we're going to use. Our pre-measure scent jar, our candle jar that we're going to make the candle with, and also our warning label. And a nice sharp pair of scissors. And our wick holders. Here a thermometer, in this case a digital one, very simple, easy to use. And our pitcher, what we will use to melt our wax in. Here we also have our sticky dots, what we'll use to attach our wick to the vessel with, and as shown before, the warning labels. The type of wick we'll be using is a pre-made cotton wicks. This one is a CDN 22. We've pre-measured the size, I know in advance that is suited for this particular jar. Here are the scales that we want to actually tear off our pitcher with. So we reset this to 0, and so we know the exact amount of wax that we're dealing with to make the candle. We start to gather the wax and work out how much we need. Apply the scales, and now we've applied it to our double boiler method. So you can see here it's slowly starting to heat up, and there we have it on a full boil. Stirring the wax while under heat will help it dissolve quicker, and also keep an eye on the temperature as you work with it. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to talk to you a little bit more about soy candles and why I personally think they're a much better wax. Soy candles are very popular today, but few customers know much about them. Candles made from soy wax are made from a natural wax made from soybeans. Soybeans are very safe and are used as food source and to make many products including cosmetics. Using natural wax for candles is nothing new. In the past, people made candles from beeswax or from tallow and fats. Fat-based candles tend to burn uncleanly and didn't last long. Beeswax candles also lasted a short period of time and were more expensive. As a result, in modern times, many candle manufacturers began making candles from synthetic petroleum and paraffin products. While these candles were affordable and burned longer, eventually customers became concerned about the health effects of these candles. As well, these synthetic candles tend to retain scent imperfectly and tended to produce more soot. Soy candles are different. Since they are made with natural wax, they produce less soot and hold the fragrance better. Soy candles have a longer burn time. Good quality soy candles can last up to 50% longer than traditional paraffin wax candles. This means that for everyday use, you get more value from soy candles and you'll have to change candles less often. Soy candles are kinder to your indoor air quality. Soot is a natural byproduct of candles, but soy candles cut the soot in your home by 90% when compared to traditional paraffin candles. This is crucial since soot can coat your walls and also be very unhealthy to breathe. This video will also be a part of series we are making on making candles with different natural waxes. We will then compare the cost and the performance of them so that you can decide for yourself which you would like to use. We will be looking at beeswax, palm wax, cocoa soy and bee soy, as well as this soy wax to give you an idea. Okay, so here I'm going to grab a small pitcher which I'm going to use to weigh my fragrance. The reason I do this is quite often sometimes you might spill a bit more than what you need into the actual jar of the candle. If the wax is in there, it's too late, you've overpowered it, or you're going to have some bleed and throw off. So this way, in this case, as you can see, I poured a bit too much, so I need to get rid of that. I can't get rid of that if that's mixed in with the wax. So I then pick it back up into the main jar, re-measure it and get the weight that I need. Now it's time to place the wick into the jar. So I've got the sticky dot at the bottom of the tab. I then slide the candle wick, as you can see, into a straw. Makes it a little bit easier for someone with big hands like me. You can slide it down to the bottom, pull it out, and it's centered. Now the wax is heated up, ready to go. Put it to the side, check the temperature of it, make sure that the pouring temperature is good. And now, as I promised, I'll show you my #1 tip that I use to add to my candles. I find using shea butter helps you give you the perfect appearance, sheen and smooth finish to every soy candle that I make. That's what consumers are after, value for money. Again, I use another vessel, tear down to 0 and add the shea butter. In this particular instance, it's 10 grams of shea butter, as mentioned, because I used 270 grams of wax earlier on. When adding the shea butter, it's very important to make sure that all of it is mixed in well. Keep stirring, really get it mixed in. That way you have that really distributed shea butter right throughout the soy, and that would allow us for the perfect finish. Now that soy wax is cooled to the perfect temperature, down to about 65 degrees Celsius, add in your fragrance. Again, really mix this in well, because you're now combining that with your shea butter and the wax. You really need that good mixture. Now it's time to pour. Smooth, steady, nice consistent flow. And look at that, crystal clear, beautiful soy wax. Once done, don't forget to use your wick holder to center the wick. All that's left to do now is to trim that wick off, let it set, give it a good 24 to 48 hours, and there you have it, the perfect soy candle. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for upcoming clips.